I made this 3D graph of my living room using this robot vacuum. Yes, three-dimensional LIDAR navigation is already a fact, and the first massively accurate robot vacuum is waiting for us to test it. Let's go! Hey, welcome everyone, my name is Michael, and this robot here is a game changer. Not because that it's round, most good robots are, not because it's smart, most of them already are. It has a feature that currently, as far as I know, nobody else has, the ability to use three-dimensional laser navigation in order to build a map not only showing basic obstacles, but also figuring out the smallest details of objects like height, volume, distance, positioning in the room and so on. And while it looks like most other robots that I've tested on the channel, this is the special one. It's designed by the company 360 Smart Life, and I've tested many of their robots so far, none of them has disappointed. This one, it's just mind-blowing. So in this video, I'll tell you about the main characteristics, we'll perform a few tests and find out whether it's better than most other robot vacuums out there. I have a tradition to start with the price and similar products, but let me review the exact cost details about it at the end of the episode. So far, informing you that the product will first appear on Indiegogo because 360 want to crowdfund the project and see how people will react to what they've designed. If you want to learn more, I'll put links to the campaign as well as the 360's website in the description below the video. At this moment, the S10 can only be compared to the best robot vacuums, however, no matter what they offer, it can't match the precision of this triple eyeLiDAR inside. Enough talking, time to see all of that in action. Unboxing is what is important now, the usual for robot vacuum package, inside the main unit, the charging dock, the mob, the user guide. We notice right away the lack of bump on the laser navigation. Most robots these days have this circular mini tower on top, which has spinning laser that is supposed to detect nearby objects and based on that, build a more accurate map and improve the navigation. Instead, with the S10 you have three of them, main, front and wall laser, and they do work in a slightly different way. I got really curious about these lasers and their operation and figured out that an infrared camera could help us to find out more about it. Switching to complete darkness in order to see these beams, which you can't see in daytime, but are the reason for the most precise mapping I've ever seen. Just look at the ridiculous amount of details when we switch to 3D mode on the map. Feels almost like interior design graph. Now, checking the rest of the vacuum details, there are a few other innovations. Clearly the side brush and the main brush are not among these. Standard solution, with the main brush having this mechanism to easily remove hair that's stuck. On the rear we can find the water tank. This one is the largest you can find on a vacuum robot these days and is electronically controlled. There's a bit different dust box included as well. You will need to lift up the access panel in order to get it, and fast forward to the testing final, when I had to take some of the collected rice grains, you can apparently use this quick release mechanism and avoid being in contact with the dust when cleaning it. Really good idea. Let's see if the specs can impress us with something else. Maximum suction power is of 3,300 pascals, 5,000 mAh battery, 520ml water tank, 500ml dust box, 3.35-inch slim body, built-in Wi-Fi, smartphone app for control therefore, multi-floor maps, 10-stage noise reduction integration, and 3.85 kilos of weight. That all sounds like a good pack. Suction power is great, especially knowing that there are 4 different grades, the strongest being able to lift steel balls with the size of soybean. If you already are as curious as I am about how these specs convert in real-life testing, let's do it. One of the areas that 360 Smart Life advertised is the precision of their algorithm and the fact that, unlike other robots, it won't collide with most objects. So we're putting an empty bottle in the middle of the area to see what's gonna happen. In the past days, I've also been testing another robot vacuum using more conventional type of LIDAR system, and as you can notice, it has eventually hit the bottle. Imagine the frustration if the bottle was full and that water was spilled on the wooden floor and staying like that for a few hours. Now, back to our S10 robot and starting the cleanup of 60 grams of spilled rice. During most of my tests, I've seen a lot of devices doing well, but also some miserably failing, with results usually ranging between 52 and 59 grams out of 60 collected rice. For the first time ever since I have these tests going on, I got 60 out of 60 grams and managed to find less than half of a dozen of grains that the robot has missed. I've never seen a precision like that before, not to mention the empty bottle in the middle which survived and proves that most of the items left on the floor might be safe. Let's be brutally honest and say that 360 S10 will let you be a bit lazier than usual, and leaving some cables, shoes or other obstacles on the ground may be okay. Don't be too happy yet, since Lego pieces are usually treated as something to be sucked. And it's anyways quite dangerous to keep Lego on hard floor, especially if you walk barefoot at home. Most parents will know what I mean here. Now, mopping is next because dust, flour and hair seem to be too easy to accomplish task, so we want to see the effectiveness of mopping. Clearly, the great advantage here is the large water, electronically controlled tank. It will let you mop twice larger areas as compared to most other robots. I started with cleaning the bathroom, and we can see here that the laser navigation supports the slime algorithm pretty well. But the real deal is when you do that in a room with carpets, because now you can define inside the app the mopping behavior. Thanks to the 3D analysis, the robot can detect where carpets are available and make sure to avoid them while mopping. Feels like the 360 S10 just unlocked a whole new level. Sadly, it won't support one of my favorite features yet, the Y-shaped mopping, but as we often tend to say, nobody's perfect. Since now we can be absolutely certain about the great performance, both with dry and wet cleaning, let's talk about the maintenance and control and get to know the app. 360 have a good smartphone app with tons of features. For this model in particular, you can save multi-floor maps out of the box and edit them. There even is a smart detection system which can recognize different rooms or areas. You can create no-go zones. You can also define clean-only zones, firmware updates, language packs, maintenance tips and tricks, status data. There's so much info everywhere. And to be entirely hands-free, you can of course integrate with Alexa and Google Home both. If you wonder whether this robot supports a specific feature, the answer is probably yes. Automatic carpet boosts, because remember, it can now detect almost anything. Scheduling, obstacle avoidance, different smart modes, automatic return to the dock, floating mechanism around the main brush, easily replaceable filters, and so on and so forth. Probably it makes better sense to tell you about the drawbacks as I see them. I'm still a bit nervous about the English language pack, although there's a notable improvement now, and the rest is really the hope that there will be good software support, as it is with most other 360s robot vacuums. So this is it, the new 360 Smart Life's S10 vacuum robot. It's totally brilliant and is my new favorite robot vacuum. I think it's the start of a new era. Guess this is why it also happens to be the most expensive flagship of their portfolio, starting at $519 during the crowdfunding campaign with expected retail price of $799. I'm sure that this technology will quickly win your sympathies and become more like a standard features for the best robot vacuums in the future. So that's been fun, and I never thought I will ever use a dashcam to film a robot vacuum, but that's the beauty in life. Hard to guess what comes next. Although, as most of you can already sense, since we're at the end of this episode, I'm gonna kindly invite you to subscribe. It's for free. I put a lot of effort in these videos and truly hope that they are useful and fun to watch. You don't have to be creative in order to reward me, just hit the like, and if you want to support me even more, then feel free to share the video with friends or use any of the affiliate links placed in the description below. Been such an honor to meet you. Stay safe, take good care of yourself and your home, and I'll see you soon. Bye!